Hey there guys, Boneto here today, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Boneto Talks, my newest talk, like, thing, whatever, I just talk about random stuff, so anyway, let's get to the topic, okay? hmm, Today we'll be talking about, let me think about it, I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. I've decided what to talk about, and it will be simple. Hmm, the evolution of myself, of course. Wait, does that sound like I'm being sarcastic? Oh, who cares anyway? Okay, I'll be having to load up some models, so yeah. So let me go boot up the first iteration of my VTuber model, and I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. Okay. So as you see, this is my first iteration of my VTuber model. It's been a while since I've used this, if I'm honest. It feels weird. Just seeing this model again, it feels off. But yeah, this model is actually based off one of my older designs, when it was still just an OC. I made this model just to have a test to be a VTuber and stuff, just so I can try out to make sure everything worked and stuff. Hmm. Okay. So I'll also be bringing in models that I've never used for VTubing before, but they were thought about. Okay. And we are back with Boneto version 2.0. Been a while since I've used this, to be honest, since I've been using the Christmas variation, since I mostly used it during the month of December. What can I say about this one? Maybe that's the first model that I made that was deliberately used for becoming a VTuber, and not just like a test model. This was also the first model that I used as a profile picture, fun fact. If you saw some of my old socials and stuff, you'll see this model being used as the profile picture. But yeah, it's been a while. But yeah, I'm just having fun. Just being a VTuber and stuff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. This model might be a bit simplistic and stuff. The real fact, it is. But as you see, there's a little back part that I've never truly shown. But yeah. Okay, and I'll see you with my Christmas redesign. Merry Christmas, I know I'm late. But yeah, it's been a while since I've used this model truly. Like, really, way too long. But yeah, as you can see with this model redesign, it was the first seasonal redesign I did. That being with the new eye colours being green and red to fit the Christmas theme. Has the same since I like the hair. And finally, the red shirt. No. What do I even call this? Different depends on where you live, but let's just call it a top for now. Actually, you know what? I'll just call it a jacket. But the red jacket, yeah, was was changed just to have more extra features to look more like a Christmassy thing. I honestly don't. Oh, okay. Hmm. Right. And this was the design used in the video that introduced the newest variation of my model, Boneto V3. It's been a while since I've used these models, to be honest. And I don't know if I ever will again, but I always have them stored just in case, you know. Always gotta be sure. But yeah. Hmm. You know what? I'll use some of my designs that I not used on this channel, but I have on others. I'll be right back. Okay, and I don't even know what to call this design name. Probably 2.7. Yeah, 2.7. As the Christmas design was 2.C, I've decided this is 2.7 Union design. As you can see, the design's similar to you to wait. Sorry, just snapped for a second. I meant like it's been here since the start of I started uploading on the Union channel, aka the channel where I've collabed with a few people over there. So I would recommend you support it, and I'll leave that channel link in the description. Okay, so as you can see with this design, there's a new hair colour and a new jacket colour with different hairstyle really. I've tried to make it look a bit more like a gothic theming just because like why not? But yeah. Hmm, it's nice to I still use this design as the main design for Union, but yeah. I do plan on remaking it soon enough to fit more like the new style that I've got from version 3.0. Okay. And I'll be right back as I need to do something. See you later, and I'll be right back. And we are back. Okay, so this is version 3.1. One. My body impression's pretty bad, but yeah. This is the current design, but this, as you can see, it's a bit slower than the old one since it's not the current model that I use, but it's pretty much the same. But let me snap over to that one to give you the details about this one. And we are back. Okay, sorry about all of the pauses, I just needed to load models and stuff. Anyway, this is 3.01, aka the optimized version of the previous model, just to make it easier for me, you know? Make it easier to just move around and stuff without it moving that much, without it lagging that much, you know? Anyway, about this model is more interesting than the others, that's for sure. It's gonna be a long talk. So anyway, this model of mine was actually created by another person this time. All of the previous versions were created by myself. This one was made by Alternative Squirrel on Twitch, so please support them out, alright? I'll put their Twitch in the description so you can check them out. I sometimes appear in the chat of those streams just whenever I want to rally, so I just appear when I rally. And we are back. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah. So yeah, if you would, oh yeah, sorry, I randomly cut it just because like I had to go to the toilet for a quick sec. So anyway, Go support Alternative Scroll in the Twitch channel in the comments, as they helped me a lot, if I'm honest. So yeah, that's basically all of my models. The rest are VRM1, but they were made like that just to be put into games and stuff. Like my visual novel, which is using the first iteration of my model as the main. My show, which is using completely new redesigns, which are inspired by a mix of the first and my current model. Plus also a new Union model in the works for myself. I'm gonna make sure this time the models made by me are actually gonna be good. Let me see if I have any shows of them and I'll put them on screen. Okay, yeah, I found them. So let me just bring them over. Okay, this is the current design for Boneto, and it's still in the works, but looks alright so far. So let me go grab the other, which is a completely new character, which is inspired by one of my friends. So let me go grab that. And this is the new character, which I've tried to stick it to a gothic theme like my Union design, but so far it's in the works, but it's not completely finished, as my friend who's actually helping make the design is helping me through all this process with making it. But this is the first reveal. We don't have a name yet for it, but for I honestly don't know. Could be a man, could be a woman, who knows? Oh, wrong thing. I okay, and there. That was funny. So yeah, that's basically the complete history of my model. And do you want me to talk about my whole history as a what was it called? Oh yeah, yeah, a game developer, because that is gonna be long. Currently, I'm an indie game developer, but back in the day, or exactly still currently, I'm still working on these, but I'm I used to work on some FNAF World fan games. If you don't know, FNAF World is a game developed by Scott Cawthon as an in-between game between FNAF 4 and FNAF Sister Location. That's basically all you need to know about FNAF World. Anyway, so basically, today, okay, I'm currently working on two FNAF World fan games. FNAF World Overturned, which you all know by the trailers and stuff on the channel, and the new project FNAF World M. I am not revealing the full name just yet, as I want to keep it a secret, since it'll most likely ruin the whole game if it's revealed early. So, anyway. Currently I'm an indie game maker, so let me load up some stuff and I'll be able to show you. And we are back. Why is there a toilet? Okay, so one of my fan games I'm working on, no, not a fan game. One of my indie games I'm working on is a simulator where you have to survive in a prison. Yeah. Technically it's equal to one of my other games, Totally Not a Rage game, which is out, but not a lot of people know about it, so I'll also put that in the description in case you want to try it. There is a browser build out, so you don't need to download it at all. You just gotta have fun and play. Okay, I'm lying about it being totally not a rage game. It is a rage game. But anyway, yeah, the the game name is indeed totally not a rage game. But yeah, that toilet asset is a new. I spent like 10 minutes working on that. I honestly don't know why. Anyway, why did I even? Anyway, that's the only feature in the game so far for the prison game. Flushing a toilet. Yeah, oh yeah. You can't appreciate the toilet because I am not pooping in the. I am not taking. I'm not taking a shit in the floor. That's funny enough, But yeah, I think I do have some assets of the main character, so let me go grab them real quick. Okay, okay. Here he is. He is our boy. Don't know why he's here, but I his their name is I. They have two names, by the way. He's more animated, but he's just a bit shy today. That's all. So yeah, that's just basically everything I'm working on currently. The prison game, which will probably just be like. hmm, The original idea for this game was far worse and way too disturbing for me to talk about since it would have to require me to have more history skills, but I am not dealing with that and I am not making that sort of game. I am not doing that. I do not want to make anything such as that. This whole game was meant to be a joke at first, to be honest. But I'm starting to gain a little bit of an attachment to it. But I've made sure to keep all my games as family friendly as possible. Maybe a few bits of gambling, but doesn't everyone love gambling? It's funny, you know. Everyone loves gambling at the end of the day, you know. Anyway, I'm just gonna remove this guy already. Anyway, oh, was a bit too much to talk about. Hmm. Alright, yeah, there are a few games I haven't revealed yet to the public, so I want to reveal them here. So, currently I'm working on a fighting game based off my OCs, and I'm planning to add 3 DLCs, which will be a way to unlock characters, which I know how to make DLCs for games for free, so I know how to do that already. I'm a pretty smart game developer. Usually takes me a while though. But anyway, I'm currently working on something. Maybe like, how do I describe this? Hmm. Maybe like, could you call it a crossover, or would it? Anyway, with that fighting game, I do plan on adding some DLC, which includes people from the Union group, but I still need to make sure everyone's up to that. Once the game's done, of course. These will be added after the game releases, so I can just put them all in an update, just in case. Anyway, so, what should I talk about? Hmm, I, I think I'm just going on for a bit too long, but like, this is the longest talking video I've ever done, to be honest. Like, why did I do it this long? Who knows? But anyway, currently I'm just. Let me think about if I'm making any other games. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, got it. I'm also planning to make a game where you you know that one GIF where there's just like choose your Discord moderator. I'm making that into a real game just because why not? It's just a funny idea. You know? I'm pretty sure no one's done that before, but it is a planned idea where you can make your own server. But sorry, this is just I just laugh about it just a lot because of how silly it's an idea. But yeah. Um, Thanks for watching. No, I shouldn't end it yet. Maybe like one more topic. I'm also working on a Sonic game which has been revealed, and I've also been working on a Mario game which hasn't been revealed. I just want to make funny games for funny reasons. I'm just anyway. It's been a while since I've recorded, and I'm sorry for not reaching the deadline of today. I mean, of this week, and I will make sure I return back to the Monday schedules. I've just been. Do you call it mentally? Yeah, mentally unstable. I'm not feeling the best, really. Anyway, thanks for watching. I mean, like, it's a pleasure for you to reach this far, to be honest. Okay, are we back? Are we back? Okay, good, good. Sorry, I just had to deal with storage issues. It just completely ran out just then, so I should have at least a few more minutes of storage. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching. Sorry about just talking about myself for so long. I just wanted to talk about the history of myself. Oh wait, I forgot about. Time to talk about the early part of Boneto. So, this is far before any V. Actually, it'll be around when I started PNG tubing, aka if you look down at my earliest videos, which there are only 2 of, because I, yeah, long day. Anyway, anyway, Boneto used to just be a name. My original name was Bonzo. It's a weird name, that's for sure. Good job I changed it. To be honest, the whole, the whole reason why I changed my name to Boneto is simple. Cat saying Tesso, of course. Plus, of my like of Five Nights at Freddy's, with my favourite character being Bonnie the Bunny. So Bonnie plus Tesso equals Boneto. But you didn't do that. A lot of people do. That's why I had to put it as my Discord bio. Quite funny, you know. It's an interesting part of lore. It's a better name than Bonzo, that's for sure. It sounds like I'm supposed to be a bunny rabbit or something. I am never playing Poppy Playtime. Anyway. So, yeah. It's been a while. Like, it's been a while since I've honestly done a lot of recording. Ugh. Okay, and we are back. Sorry about that, I just had to grab something. Sorry about that. Anyway, thank you all. Oh wait, is it the end? Wait, what was the last? Sorry, I just forget stuff. Alright. So yeah. Boneto as an OC didn't exist until around June 2025. June 3rd actually. That's when my OC's birthday is. Weirdly all. That's funny though. So yeah. I'm not exactly known as a good game developer or a good VTuber as well. I'm honestly mid in both, if I'm honest. I'm just trying to make people happy, even if it's just one person. After all, my goal in life is to make everyone happy. Anyway. Hmm. Thank you all so much for. That sounded like I was just a bot for a second. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you again, Alternative Squirrel, for making my current model. And the Twitch page is always going to be in my description, as long as I use this model, of course. I always appreciate help from others, unless it ruins my whole purpose of a certain task like game, career, etc. So, yeah. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, thanks, Alternative, well, and this has been your local British YouTuber, VTuber, Boneto. No, wait, sorry, I got the name wrong. That was gonna be so cool if I didn't mess that up. This has been your favorite. No, not your. This has been your. This has been your. This is. This has been your. What the hell do I even say? Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and thanks to Alternative Squirrel. Sorry that I keep on saying this, but yeah. Thank you, and this has been Boneto, and see you in next episode of Boneto Talks.